Hello, long time no see. We haven't written or read from each other in a while. Well, I have been busy building my entrepreneurship all the way from the ground up. As you know, the Aidan Mac Productions, which consists of the Aidan Mac Show and Aidan Mac's lifestyle blog. So those two projects really took up a lot of my time, and I've been a little bit behind, and I have not had a chance to update you on the current developments of my business. The experience of running a business is really challenging, frustrating, it's full of obstacles and detours, that take you places you never thought you'd go. It's kind of like a football stadium where you are trying to get to the VIP booth, but you got to first get through all those seats. So it might take you in many different directions before you actually get there. You might be turning rather than walking in a straight line, which is really what I've been going through with my business. And being a deaf entrepreneur is a challenge in itself. I mean, I've realized that just how expensive interpreting services are, and working out a schedule with interpreters is also pretty complicated. If I'd been hearing, I would have been able to avoid a lot of these struggles just by being able to communicate directly with the stakeholders. But as a deaf entrepreneur, I do need to be able to communicate, so having to work out schedules, making sure the interpretation between ASL and English is quality, and ironing out all the kinks along the way, none of it is easy. So the disappointment of having to change appointments based on others' availability, someone getting hurt, there's so many experiences that I've already had to go through. So that's the challenging part about being a deaf entrepreneur. Also, many people struggle with how they perceive me as a deaf person, wondering how to work together or not finding that initial connection. And they have no concept of what the deaf community is like and how they can contribute to me and I can contribute to the rest of the world. So really they have no concept of that. And experiencing these interactions, educating others, making them feel comfortable, helping them understand and open their minds to new ways of dealing with people. Once they do, they actually become very interested in learning, and more, even learning ASL. There are hearing people out there like that. So that's kind of what I've been going through. And many people have this negative attitude, doubting deaf people's ability to do well. And we've already proven that we most certainly can do well. I mean, I have many different skills, for instance. I bring a lot to the table. I have a certain presence. I can bring something unique to the discussion, and I have many different goals. A lot of my challenges have to do with scheduling interpreters, budgeting, prioritizing. So all of that takes a lot of time and patience. Also, the viewership for the Aidan Mac Show has been a real challenge. Trying to expand it, advertising, figuring out what costs money and what doesn't, prioritizing in that realm, and really getting through all that has been challenging. Fundraising has also been a challenging experience for me. As you know, we all need money to function, and I know that everyone out there is also struggling, so asking people for money has been a big project. And I usually, it's not something that you can just ask and then get tomorrow morning. I mean, it takes a lot of work and following up, asking for $20 here, $20 there. I mean, me as a person, I have a very strong personality. I really don't mind reaching out to people and, asking them for things or talking when I represent myself. But now when you own a company and you represent your company, there are things you need to do. You need to change your approaches a little bit, and that delays things. So I want to make sure that I present myself in a respectful manner while at the same time still asking people for support and for donations. So those are the types of challenges that I'm experiencing. And also, as a deaf entrepreneur, I've, really just started to go through a lot of personal growth and learning a lot about everything in the world, understanding my role as a leader, understanding how to problem solve quickly and on the spot, understanding the various stresses and how they can affect those around me, and how I fit in and how I can work with people, and rather than just kind of throw my emotions out there, I do need to be able to control them even when I do have them. So going through a lot of disappointments and fears and having that weigh so heavy on you is tough. However, it's also very important to get through that and to see this progress, which I've noticed in myself. I mean, from the moment that I started writing my business plan up until where I am today, it's been a huge change. And now the obstacle of raising the funds necessary to run my productions and to make sure that all of my expenses are covered is something that I'm looking forward to dealing with. And once I do have the funds in place, I can make sure that the Aidan Max show as well as Aidan Max lifestyle blog are both up and running. The show is going to be, it's a television show, regular talk show, and I am the host. I interview various people, both hearing and deaf, those who sign and those who don't sign, about their experiences. Some of them are experts in their fields. And the goal of it is to inspire and educate my viewers on the various issues that I present. I would love to raise awareness through my show and inspire people by, and possibly actually help them improve their lives in many ways. And Aidan Max Lifestyle Blog, I use it as an outlet to test various products, beauty products, clothes, jewelry, as well as adventures and travel, different events, and then talk about all of them on my blog. It might inspire someone to find a new outfit that way, or find a new restaurant, or even a whole way of eating that they haven't thought about before. And what I talk about never goes out of style, because I'm always finding something new and always updating my readers on my blog. If I find out something new out in the entertainment community, I will include that, the latest styles, the latest fashions and trends. So really, I'm looking forward to building both of those products and seeing where it goes. And it is a very challenging experience, but so is life. Anything in life that's worth doing is a challenge. Trying to get customers for my business, trying to get viewership in my case for the show, as well as readers for my blog, struggling with fundraising, which I know that every business goes through. So until next time.